Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to French Lick, Indiana, home of the Springs Valley Blackhawks. I'm Wes Drury. Along with me tonight is Mikey Batt and Shane Miller as usual. Good to have everybody with us tonight to bring you boys varsity basketball against the Springs Valley Blackhawks, home of the legendary Larry Bird. Got about 6 minutes, fellas. We'll get into it here. Welcome here with me tonight. Mikey, what you got in preparation for this game, buddy?
Well, you're going to see a totally different type of game than what we've seen the last 3 or 4 ball games. It's going to be up and down. It wouldn't surprise me if this is in the 70s, 80s tonight. I really don't think there's going to be much defense played tonight. I think it's going to be an offensive explosion. Springs Valley coming in on 13 straight wins. Picking up a win that they lost earlier in the season with the Mitchell forfeit. I believe they come in at 18 and 2, something like that. So they're a very good team. I don't think they expected to be this good this year, but they came together. They're very athletic. They're going to be a tough matchup for us.
Shane?
Yeah, I think we're going to have to rebound the ball tonight and limit our turnovers. It is going to be an up-tempo game, so if you can limit your turnovers when it's up-tempo and take care of the basketball and maximize every possession, you're going to be in the ball game. And, we like to play fast, so I think it's right, in our groove of how we want to play, too. So I look for it to be a fun game. Like Mike said, it might not be much defense, but if we can limit our turnovers and rebound the basketball, we'll be right there in the ball game.
Yeah, I agree with you. If it's anything like, like the past couple games, the teams have tried to slow us down, and we've had to try to speed them up to get things going. So, hopefully we're right on track with this, the way this game's going to be played. But I think it'll be a good one here. And this Valley's got some good athletes, got 2 good guards here, got a freshman guard that starts, 6-footer. I know plays with Fletcher Cole and AAU ball over at Paoli, so he's a special talent. But we look forward to bringing you this game. Musketeers do come off a victory Saturday night against the Salem Lions. A tough loss to Brownstown on this past Friday night, 4-point loss. And then a win against Rock Creek last week on Tuesday. So a lot of basketball here, guys, the last couple of weeks here as we got tonight. And Friday night we finished off the regular season down at South Central in Elizabeth. And then we'll talk a little bit about this sectional we got going, guys. That starts next week over at Tell City. We got a pretty decent draw here with Paoli and Crawford County playing on Tuesday night, and then we got kind of a bye, and we'll play Perry Central Friday night in the first game Friday night, and then Tell City will play the winner of that first game from Tuesday night. But pretty good draw for the Musketeers. Least good thing about it, guys, we only have to drive over it twice if we make the championship game.
Yeah, I don't think you could have asked for a better draw. You're going to have a full week to prepare for Perry Central, where, instead of having a 2-day prepare for a Tuesday night game and then only 2 days to prepare for a Friday night game, you're going to have a full week, get some rest, be ready to go for Friday night, and you don't have to make that long drive down there on a Tuesday night and then come back home. And, you won't have very much legs under you when you get back for Wednesday practice. So, talking to Coach Fribble last night, he told the boys he don't even want them going down to watch Tuesday night's game. He just wants them to rest this week and focus on Perry Central. Or next week, I'm sorry.
We've got about 2 minutes, guys, here before we get the national anthem and the starting lineup, so we'll take this moment to step away. Here, a word from our sponsors. You're listening to Musketeer Basketball on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hey everyone, this is Taylor from John Jones Auto Group. We have some amazing deals this month at all of our GM service centers. This month, there are mail-in rebates on most all basic maintenance items, including batteries, engine air filters, cabin air filters, and brakes. So hurry in, the special ends February 28th. Call us at 1-800-473-5546 or come see us at any of our 3 GM locations in Salem, Scottsburg, or Corden.
At John Jones GM City, you see so many because they pay so little. This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello, and this is Jalen Hoare over at John Jones in Salem, Indiana. We're going into February, and us here at John Jones have some sweetheart deals for you as customers. We've got over 75 trucks on the lot between our auto group, as well as many more new vehicles coming in from Chevrolet, Buick, and Cadillac. Also, feel free to check out our Chrysler inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com, where you can find several Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Fiat, among other models along our pre-owned category. Or give us a call at 877-473-5546.
At John Jones GM City, you see so many because they pay so little. This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello, and this is Jalen Hoare over at John Jones in Salem, Indiana. Are you tired of winter? Well, we've got deals to warm you up. They are smoking. So come check out our inventory online. We've got over 630 used cars available between our auto groups. You can find all of that inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com or give us a call at 877-473-5546.
At John Jones GM City, you see so many because they pay so little.
Yo, listen up. Papa John's is rolling out their New York-style pizza. The oversized pizza has 8 big foldable slices with just the right balance of crust and toppings. Order one today online, your Papa John's app, or call the Salem location at 812-883-3369. Each New York pizza is $13 for a one-topping pie and is available for purchase until March 13th. The New York-style pizza is a classic that reigns supreme, so we're excited to offer consumers this foldable crust favorite made with our fresh, never-frozen dough. Stop in and see our new store manager, Shelby Lehman, today about setting up a fundraiser for your nonprofit event. Also, they're still hiring drivers and inside help. Apply online at harry.com, the HARRI.com. Remember, hot, fresh pizza is just a phone call away, 812-883-3369.
Commissioner Neidig, can I have a quick word?
Of course, Governor. What can I do for you?
Well, I just want to say thank you. For what, sir? For your service.
Well, Governor, you're welcome. And you know that I'm incredibly passionate about what we do at the IHSA.
Oh, I do, and I share your passion. Without the IHSAA, we'd be without something incredibly important to our state's culture and to me, the boys and girls basketball state tournaments.
Without Hoosier Hysteria, Indiana just wouldn't be Indiana, would it?
You're absolutely right, it wouldn't. And after all these years, I still can't seem to prepare myself for the excitement of the tournament.
Governor, the only way you can prepare for Hoosier Hysteria is by getting your ticket.
Oh, you know I'll be the first in line. Nobody does basketball like Indiana. This is high school basketball. This is Indiana. This is your IHSAA.
All right, welcome back to Springs Valley High School here in French Lick, Indiana. It's got the national anthem. Bring you the starting lineup now. We'll start with the home team, the Blackhawks of Springs Valley. They'll go with a 6-foot senior, number 3, Carter Cruz, 6'2" senior, number 13, Elijah Dixon, a 6-foot senior, number 23, Connor Grimes, a 6-foot freshman, number 24, Dion Edwards. And in the middle for the Blackhawks, 6'3" senior, number 50, Mason Chaplin. For the Musketeers, they'll go with a 6'3" senior, number 23, Kay Jones, 6'1" senior, number 24, Caleb Jones, 6'1" sophomore, number 25, Caden Temple. In the middle for the Musketeers, 6'10" and a junior, number 30, Jacob Cherry, and another forward, 6-foot junior, number 33, Yancey Edlin. Guys, you know, to get this thing going, I tell you, I think it's going to be a pretty good basketball game. Pretty good crowd here tonight, too, for a Tuesday night. Spring Valley's got a real nice cheer section over there.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's kind of game you want to come and watch.
Oh,
It'll be
yeah.
up-tempo and fun. So, yeah, and, you know, we got a decent crowd for a Tuesday.
Yeah, we
like
do.
this coming down, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Jacob Cherry set to jump against Elijah Dixon of Springs Valley. Got the game ball guys here being presented by three young men down there. I'm not sure what they're saying on the PA system, but it's a pretty big deal for them three young fellas down there. We're getting ready to get things set going here. As a referee, he's set to come to the center circle, and we'll get this thing on their way. Jacob Cherry and Elijah Dixon to jump off to get this game going. I think that PA announcer's got a book down there he's reading, fellas.
Oh, yeah, he didn't want to stop talking. He finally did, though. We can play now.
Here we go. We're finally going to get this thing going. Ball's in the air. Just controlled by Springs Valley. Comes off the grunt. To Edwards here. Dion, no good. Rebounded by Dixon. Dixon back up with a blocked away by Jacob Cherry. Back up and in by Dixon.
Springs Valley showing right off the bat, their athleticism.
Oh, yeah. Here's Yancey. Yancey driving to the basket. Lays it off the glass with the left hand. And good. 2-2. 7:30 to go here in the first quarter. Here's Cruz. Cruz with a 15-foot jumper. No good. Rebounded out of there by Jacob Cherry. Off to Caden Temple. Temple up ahead to Yancey on the left side. Back out top to Caden. Caden holds on to it. Now slides it right to Caleb Jones. Jones back out top to Cherry. Now to Temple. Temple over the top to Jacob Cherry. Cherry back to Caleb Jones. Jones is going to let three go. No good. Rebounded out of there by number 50, Chaplin. Now here's a three-pointer. No good. Rebounded by Dixon. Dixon back up. Blocked away. Got his own rebound again. Out of bounds, and it's going to be Springs Valley basketball.
You look at Springs Valley here, they've got pretty good size almost at every position.
And they can get up and jump,
they can jump. Yeah, you've noticed that right off the bat.
So we're going to have to block somebody out.
We're going to have to, definitely have to block out tonight.
Here's Grimes. Grimes on a drive from the right side. Pulls up. No good. Partially blocked, I believe, by Jacob Cherry. Up ahead now to Temple on the left side. He drives baseline. Looking. Goes out top to Cade Jones. Jones lets three go. No good. Rebounded by Jacob Cherry. Offensive rebound. He spins baseline. Goes up. Going to get called for an offensive foul.
I don't know. He was awful far under the basket, so... I don't really actually think he was set.
I don't either. Yeah, he was almost completely underneath the basket right there, Shane. The first foul on Jacob Cherry, first team foul. Still 2-2 with 6:10 to go. Right side to Chaplin now. Chaplin looks inside. Now goes out top to Cruz. Cruz will let a three go, and he got it. 5-2 now. Valley with a three-point lead. Just under 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Here's Temple. Right side to Jones. Jones drives baseline, goes off the glass and got it.
And this is a game cake in the being more up-tempo and uses athleticism to get to the basket.
Ball splits out from behind the Cruz there. Now we're going to get a foul on Chaplin as he reached in on Cade Jones. The Chaplin's first, team's first, with 5:38 to go here in the first quarter. 5-4, Valley.
And that's one thing we didn't talk about in the opening is fouls. If they're playing a more up-tempo game, you might pick up, a little more fouls here. So
that goes both ways.
Yeah, it does go both ways. You're right.
Temple with it now. He drives down the middle of the lane. He's going to be fouled by Dixon. I believe that's going to be a two-shot foul, or should be. And they're going to call it on the floor.
He grabbed KT's arm there as he was driving down the middle of the floor.
Temple to trigger it in for the Musketeers. Looking, gets it into Jones. Jones lets three go. No good. Rebound comes out to Cruz. Cruz now on the breakaway. Tries to go up ahead. Throws it out of bounds. I think it's a good call. I do. I think he flipped it off us there on the pass, and I think it's a good call. I didn't know if he's seen it or not, but I do think it was a good call. Chaplin to trigger it in for Valley. Here's Cruz. Cruz on the left side. Lets three go. He buries it again.
He's a shooter now.
Yeah. 8-4. Yancey, step through, up with it, and no good. Rebounded out there by number 24, Dion Edwards.
Cherry's got to watch it there. He could have picked up a second foul.
Here's Cruz with 3 more. No good on that one. Chapman with the offensive rebound. And they're going to nail Yancey with a reach in. There's no sense in that.
No, I mean, he's 20 foot from the basket, you know. There's no sense of fouling him from there. Again, you know, you just can't pick up silly fouls like that.
I'd say we've already given up 4 or 5 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, I mean, I figured it would be a key tonight, rebounding. Because, you know, like I said, they got decent size, you know, throughout the lineup.
Ball comes into Edwards. Edwards, ball stolen away by Yancey Edlin. Up ahead to Jacob Cherry. Cherry, spin move, goes up, gets blocked away. Well, I think they're going to let him play a little bit.
They're going to let him play. You know, that could look, from the backside, look like it was clean.
Yeah, it did. Jacob thought he got fouled.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just because of getting blocked or whatever. Here's Cade. Cade to the basket, off the glass, no good. Rebounded Chaplin, up ahead to Cruz. Cruz now, he'll pull up from the top of the key, no good. Rebounded, picked up, floater. Another offensive rebound by Dixon, up and in.
Yeah, they're killing us all off offensive boards right now.
10-4, Springs Valley on top. 4 minutes to go here. Goes inside to Jacob Cherry. Cherry turns, looking, back out to KT. KT crosses over, goes in from the left side, kicks it off his leg, and it's going to stay with the Musketeers. I think we got away with one there.
Yeah. He tried to cross him over right there and bounce it off his leg, but like I said, we got lucky.
Eli Guthrie checks in and replaces Jacob Cherry. Still 10-4, just under 4 minutes in the first quarter.
I think we're a little bit surprised by their athleticism.
Yeah. Here's Yancey for 3. No good. Rebounded out there by Dion Edwards. Up ahead to Cruz now. Cruz goes to Dixon. Dixon spins, steps through, off the glass. No good. Yancey Edlin. Another good look.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of good looks at the basket.
There's Cade Jones with a missed layup. Got his own rebound, put it in. 10-6 now. 3.5 to go in the first quarter.
Actually, we're probably lucky to be down 10-6.
Here's Edwards from the right side. He goes to work underneath the basket, throws it up. No good. Rebound fought for it. Yancey Edlin comes out there with the rebound. Edlin down the middle of the floor. Right side now to KT. Temple throws it away. Here's Grimes. Grimes will go to Cruz now. Cruz hollering for help. Gets over to Dion Edwards. Edwards now. Oh, for a freshman, he's got a nice.
Yeah. He's not built like a freshman.
Ball taken away by Temple. Turnover Valley. Now here's Edlin on the attack. Still 10-6. 2:40 to go. Here's Jones with a long 3. No good on that one. Rebounded out there by Dixon. He'll get it off to Cruz. Cruz drives the middle. Dumps it down to Dixon off the glass. No good.
Got lucky.
Yeah, we did. Timeout, Coach Pribble. I'd like to see that timeout about 2 minutes ago.
Yeah. But like I said a minute ago, we're lucky right now just to be down 10-6.
Mikey, I know you've been clicking away over here. It's been a track meet, buddy.
A track meet, but you're not getting very much progress besides turnovers.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of turnovers both sides. Offensively, we got to settle down. I think, we want to play a fast pace, but I think we're also rushing things instead of we can get what we want if we're patient, but we're settling.
Yeah.
And down here, we just got to stay disciplined. They're going to chuck it within 1 or 2 passes. I mean, you see, besides Cruz, everything's inside around the rim.
Yeah.
They want to get to the rim. So, I think, the Shane's Point blocking out, I know they at least had 2 offensive rebounds first possession. So, they're probably at 5 or 6 right now.
I'd like to see us get something with Cade going to the basket.
Yeah.
Use his athleticism.
Yep.
Maybe he'll get fouled, get to the line.
Musketeer basketball. Caleb gets it into KT. KT slides it left now, goes to Yancey Edlin on the wing. Edlin looking inside, gets it inside to Eli Guthrie. He loses the handle a little bit, gathers it in now to Jones. Cade now drives to the basket, pulls up, bank shot, no good. Rebounded by Yancey Edlin. Edlin goes back to work, goes up, got it. There had to have been some sort of contact down there.
Yeah, Yancey did a good job. Battle through the contact right there.
10-8 now. Valley on top by 2. Edwards out top to Cruz. Cruz let the long one go. Got it.
That's his third one this quarter. We're going to do something different. Like Gardy.
Yeah, might want to get a hand in his face, Shane. Here's Cade. Inside to Eli. Eli now. He'll turn on Chaplin. Now back to Yancey. Yancey will drop in from the left-hand side. Shot fake. Back to... Tried to go to Eli. Turnover. Chaplin comes out of there with it for Springs Valley. Here's Cruz now. Cruz. Back to Chaplin. Now back to Edwards. Edwards now. Goes to Chaplin. Back to Dixon. To Edwards. Edwards just going to hold on to it out here, guys. We're just going to let him run the clock down here. 40 seconds to go in the quarter. 13-8. Valley on top.
Edwards looks much bigger, 6 foot tall.
Yeah, he does.
He looks about 6'3".
Yeah. Oh, we're down to 28 here. Edwards still holds on to it. Down to 15. Down to 10. Now Edwards is going to go to work. Gets a screen from Dixon. Rolls to the basket. Looks for him underneath. Throws the ball away. Now here's Jones. Jones on the breakaway. Down to 3. 2. Step through. Off the glass. No good. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Score 13-8. Springs Valley on top of the Musketeers. We'll step away here. Word from our sponsors. Be back to you in just a moment to give you second quarter action. You're listening to Musketeer Basketball on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
Hey, Carrie, you know how we like to say that high school sports are the purest form of amateur sports?
Pure spirit, pure sport. That's Indiana High School Athletics.
Well, I learned something the other day that further proves that.
I'm interested. Tell me more, Chris.
Well, we all know what amateur means, but do you know the root of its meaning? It means for the love of.
Wow, you're right. That really does reinforce the idea that high school sports are the purest form of sport.
Dan, I'm IHSA Assistant Commissioner Chris Kaufman.
And I'm Assistant Commissioner Carrie Rosati.
If you want to watch sports in their purest form, get a ticket and go support your high school sports teams.
Everyone there, from the players and coaches to the fans and officials, they're there simply for the love of the game.
Pure spirit.
Pure sport.
This is pure spirit. This is pure sport. This is your IHSAA.
Welcome back to Springs Valley High School. Here, start of second quarter action. It'll be Musketeer basketball trailing Springs Valley Blackhawks 13-8. Here's KT with it. Temple down the middle of the lane. Gets shoved by Dixon. Yeah, he traveled after he got shoved.
You know, this quarter we're going to have to get somebody on Cruz up into the shooting pocket, where it's difficult for him to get the shot off. So, and that's Caleb right there. Caleb maybe. He can do that.
23 Grimes checks back in for Dixon. Over the top now to Branson White is checked in the ball game for the Musketeers. Here's Kate Jones. Jones with it. Up to Jacob Cherry. Cherry back now to Branson. Now goes to the corner to Temple. Temple on the right wing now. Spins. Goes back down the baseline. Goes out to Caleb Jones. Caleb now back to Temple. Temple's going to let 3 go. No good. Rebounded out there by Cruz to Springs Valley.
Shots are just not falling right now.
And I mean, they're playing pretty good defense.
They are. You're right.
Here's Edwards with it out top now. He'll drive, spin to the basket, pull up for a 10-footer, and got it. pretty good move for a freshman.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Wes. I might just get some, isolation of maybe on one side with Cade and Cherry.
Yeah.
See what we can do with that.
15-8. Under 7 to go here in the first half. They go down low to Cade, just like you talked about, Shane. Shot fake off the glass and got it.
Cade's strong enough and tall enough to be able to get that shot inside.
Here's Edwards. Drives down the middle, off the right-hand side. Blocked away. Ball's out of bounds, and they're going to say it's going to stay with Springs Valley. Yancey Edlin checks back in to replace Caleb Jones.
You don't see many freshmen be able to move like he does.
Oh, yeah.
Around here anyway.
No. Edwards is triggered in for the Blackhawks. Comes into Grimes, a little shot off the glass and got it. 17-10, 6.5 to go in the first half. Inside to Jacob Cherry now. Cherry going to go to work. Nothing there. Throws the ball in the back corner. It's going to be a turnover, Eastern.
Jacob needs to make a quicker move.
Yeah.
He gets it. He needs to go. Sometimes he waits a little bit too long. And
yeah, he's got an athlete guarding him right now.
right, yeah.
Ball comes into Edwards. 17-10, still the score. 6:10 to go here in the first half. Edwards goes right side to Cruz. Cruz thinks about three, now pulls up for a 30-footer. No good. Rebounded out there by Valley. Another offensive rebound. Out top now to Grimes. Grimes to the basket. Blocked away by Jacob Cherry. Up ahead now to Cade Jones. Jones over to Cherry. Off the glass. No good.
He might have been fouled there with the body.
Ball's kicked by Branson White. They'll stay with the Blackhawks. So Springs Valley basketball here with 5:43 to go in the first half. Grimes sets the trigger it in for the Blackhawks. He'll get it into Edwards. Edwards goes right on the wing now. Back out top to Chaplin. Chaplin now back to Edwards. Edwards now top of the key. He'll go to Grimes. Grimes now, hand off to Cruz. Cruz down the middle of the lane. Kicks it out to Chaplin. He'll let three go. No good. Rebounded by Yancey Edlin.
Need to get a bucket here.
Yep. Yes, we do. Here's Edlin out top with it. Yancey goes to KT. Dumps it down to Cade Jones. Stripped away by Chaplin. Another turnover for the Musketeers. 17-10. Here's Edwards for a long three. No good. Rebounded out there by Springs Valley. Another offensive rebound back up and in. 19-10. 4:50 to go here in the first half. See a full timeout. We'll keep it here.
We're just getting out hustle.
Yeah, we're just getting out work, period. We're going to have to figure something out pretty quick, and we'll get run out of here.
Yeah. Well, we're going to set something up, here down. We got to get a bucket, to stop this little run they're on. So,
Mikey?
Well, I think they're just playing harder than we are. We haven't matched their physicality, And like Shane said, Jacob's got to go quicker. He's waiting on a double team to come. Why wait? Just go. They're athletes. They're not going to double team. They're going to play him straight up, so he's got to go. Yeah, down here, I don't know why we're coming out and pressuring him because the only one besides Cruz is hitting an outside shot. Everybody else wants to get to the rim.
Yep.
So make them show they can shoot it outside and then go rebound. There was one time they got an offensive rebound and we're still on the other side of the basket. Didn't block out one time. So it's just simple things. We're a danger zone right now, really, the way they're playing.
Oh, yeah. Because they got a ton of confidence right now.
Yeah. And we let them get that.
Yep. Springs Valley going to come out with some full court pressure right here. And this is a team I feel like athletically can show some good pressure. Here's KT with it. He breaks it now down the middle of the floor, off the glass, and got it. Well, if we can break it like that every time, Jake, we'll be
okay. Keep pressing.
19-12.
It's got to start down here on defensive end, though.
Here's Edwards. Out to Cruz. Out by half court here now.
Actually, I think on the boards.
Yes. It's got to be 1 and out down here. Here's Grimes to the basket. Step through. Goes up with it. Shot blocked away. Come out there by Yancey Edlin. Edlin on a breakaway on the right side. Lays it off the glass. Got it.
Picked it up a little bit here out timeout.
19-14 now, or 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Edwards with it out top. Being guarded by Branson White. Edwards now. Going to go to work on Branson. A little floater, got it.
He's tough.
It's tough. Yeah. 21-14.
That's going over top of a 6'2", 6'3" kid.
Jump.
They can jump pretty good, yep.
Here's Yancey, a little 15-foot pull-up, knocks it down.
Yancey's playing well. You like to see that with him.
Here's Grimes. Grimes on the left wing. Man, that middle is wide open.
Yeah, I mean, we're letting them get wherever they want, too, on the offensive end, or on our defensive end, their offensive end.
Edwards with it out top. Goes right side to Cruz now. Here comes Chaplin to get a ball screen. Cruz now. Down the middle. Spins. Little teardrop. Got it.
I mean, they're getting to the middle.
Anytime they want.
Yep.
Anytime they want to, Shane. 23-16. We're under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Temple to Jones on the right wing. Drives baseline. Up off the glass. Got it. 10-1.
Good take by Cade.
That makes it 23-18 with a chance to make it 23-19 with a free throw coming here.
I might consider going to box and one or
I was getting ready to ask you, what do y'all think about changing up the defense?
Maybe that'll be a different look Coach is going coming out at halftime. Jones misses the free throw.
Who would you put the 1 on, Mikey?
I'm guarding Cruz.
Cruz?
There's Edwards. Out top to Hamilton. Back to Edwards. Edwards driving in from the right side. He pulls up. No good. Rebounded by Hamilton. He loses the handle. Cade Jones comes up with it. Behind the back. Lays it off the glass and got it. 23-20 now. We're down to 2:15 to go in the first half. Caleb Jones set the check back in. Here's the next dead ball.
We picked up the intensity a little bit better here in the last couple minutes.
Here's Grimes. Kicks it over to Cruz. Cruz now being guarded by Temple. He'll drive middle again. Lays it up off the glass. No good. Jacob Cherry with the rebound. Here's Temple up ahead to Branson. Branson back to Temple. Temple looks inside. Here's Edlin. Yancey now holds on to it. Now slides it right. Drives it to the basket. Ball stripped away. Going to stay with the Musketeers with 1:41 to go in the first half. Caleb checks in.
I know Cade was waving his hands so he's open, but, you know, and he needs to move.
Yeah.
You know, show him that he's open.
There's Branson White, Cade Jones with a pass inbounds here off the glass. Branson just checked out.
That's pretty good out of bounds play.
Yeah. Mikey gets a jab in there every now and then.
Oh, yeah. He's just sitting there being quiet and throws it out.
I don't know how he's seeing anything as many shots and rebounds is going on.
Is that a bad thing when you can't feel your fingers?
You've got to replace the batteries at halftime on that
I hear you, man. No, but, you know, you're exactly right, guys. We come out with a little different attitude out of that timeout, a little different intensity. And it shouldn't have taken that timeout to get to it. But, you know, we haven't settled since that timeout. We went to the rim. We turned it up defensively. And I think for the most part, they've been one and done.
Yeah.
You know, so we got to continue to do that. Now, they're not a very good defensive team. They're aggressive, but they're not very good. If we can attack downhill, we've got layups. So we got to continue to attack.
Yeah.
I mean, as you can see, 4-2 on the fouls. They're not calling it.
Yeah, we settled a lot early.
Yeah, we have.
Like Mikey said, last couple minutes we were taking the ball to the basket and not settled.
1:26 to go here in the first half. It's down to a 1-point lead for the Blackhawks, 23-22. Be Springs Valley basketball. Cruz is going to check it in for Springs Valley. He's still waiting. He'll throw it in and goes in the backcourt to Edwards now. Edwards will walk it across the half court here. Gets it to Grimes. Or to Dixon. Dixon. Spin move down the middle. Scoops it up. No good, but he's going to go to the line to shoot two, as I believe he drawed a foul on Yancey Edlin. He's calling it on the floor.
I think that's a good call. He was spinning.
Yeah. Chaplin to trigger it in for the Blackhawks. 1:12 to go here in the first half. Chaplin gets it into Grimes. Grimes got it out top. He'll drive down the middle. Blocked away by Jacob Terry.
He keeps taking it, Jacob, thinking he can out-jump him, but...
Here's Jones. Jones off the glass. No good. Rebounded out there by Chaplin. He'll get it off the Cruz. We're under a minute. I'd like to have that bucket change.
Yeah.
Ball fought for. Picked off. Here's Edlin on a breakaway from the right side. Up off the glass. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. Good job there by Yancey. He could have went left, but the guy was kind of cheating off of him a little bit.
You know, Cade was on that side, but he really didn't have an angle to get it to, unless he threw it high.
I thought that was a good decision.
Yeah, I think so. Take it to the basket. He got fouled. And Yancey's been playing hard.
Yeah, he has.
He's going to have a good half.
So Edlin at the line to shoot two here to try to give the Musketeers back the lead. With 44.3 seconds to go in the first half. Cleaning up a little sweat down there. Yancey got a little body mass to him. There probably was a big old splotch down there on the floor. Yancey eyes the first one. It's on the way and no good. We've missed a couple free throws this first half, too. Yancey with one more coming to him, trying to tie this thing up. He eyes it. It's on the way, and he rolls it in. Tie ball game, 23-all. 44 seconds to go in the first half. Need a stop here, boys. Here's Edwards. Goes right side to Cruz now. He'll get a screen by Chaplin. Back to Chaplin now. He's shot fake. He's going to let three go. No good. Rebounded by Jacob Cherry. Stripped away by Edwards. Edwards with a shot. Up and in. 25-23 now. Jacob's got to be strong with the basketball right there. He just flat took it away from him. Down to 10. Temple on the left side. He'll drive middle. Looking for Cade Jones. Step through. Up. Got it. Down to 2-1. Shot at the buzzer. Got it. Yeah, I don't think so. They're going to count it, but I don't think it was good. They are going to count it. Three-quarter court shot here at the half. Makes the score 28-25. Blackhawks on top of the Eastern Musketeers. We'll step away here, word from our sponsors. Be back to you in just a moment. You're listening to Musketeer Basketball on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
This is the Commissioner's Corner, and I'm Brendan King, and for the Coach Bob Lovell, joined alongside the Commissioner of the IHSAA, that is Paul Neidig. Paul, great to catch up with you as always, my friend, and we catch you on a pretty busy weekend around the state.
It's a good time when we have multiple things going on, students being able to showcase their skills, especially in the state tournament level. But we have teams rolling in Indianapolis here this weekend for a wrestling state championship meet, and boy, it is a dandy. It's we start Friday and finish up Saturday night, and we're going to crown some state champions.
Paul, I remember talking with you and Coach Lovell on the year-end special on Indiana Sports Talk about the wrestling state championships at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, just the uniqueness of what that brings and the crowds, and it's just so different compared to anything else that we do.
It is. And, you think about it, we have 407 member schools. In this wrestling tournament, we have over 100 schools represented with kids that have participated all year long. So you have multiple areas of the state being represented at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, and then you throw in, this is it. They get to Friday night, and they've worked hard all year long. This is the final weekend of the season, and you've got to win that one match on Friday to be able to go on and wrestle in the medal rounds on Saturday. And there's a lot of emotion involved, a lot of excitement. Half the field season will continue into Saturday, half the field season will be over, but it's still a successful year for those kids.
Paul Neidig's with us on the Commissioner's Corner. Paul, also semi-state weekend in the girls basketball state tournament. Some great teams competing, but I want to point to Class 3A, Paul, where last year we got a state championship game between South Bend, Washington, and Silver Creek. Silver Creek, of course, championships in boys and girls basketball in the same year, only the third school to ever do that. But you have potential, you can get a rematch from last season. Crown Point in Class 4A also trying to get back there, but this is always a fun weekend in semi-state.
It is. It's the pilgrimage begins, as I always call this time of the year. These communities have these kids, and they got their schools, and now they're going to venture across this state into some of our great basketball venues. They got to play one game, and that game is to be able to go play at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, home of Pacers and the Fever the next week. And it's incredible matchups. If we have a rematch between South Bend, Washington and Silver Creek, I know South Bend, Washington's been looking forward to a possible rematch for 365 days as we walk into next weekend. So it'll be great basketball, as it always is.
Paul, as you alluded to, the venues around the state, and I know with fans being back in attendance, you go to games all the time and you're bouncing between places and trying to catch as many things as possible. But just with the fan support and I guess the passion for high school sports coming back from COVID, again, as we discussed on New Year's Eve, what have you seen from the turnout and just what folks have been saying about getting back to these great venues?
Well, fans have returned. And then some. We've always had great support in the state of Indiana of our high school athletics, community-based schools and education-based athletics. But, I think people, when you take something away, something leaves us for a while, then we start understanding how important it was to us. And I think that's what we're experiencing this year. We had incredible numbers through the fall, and we've had a lot of interest in tickets for every level of the state tournament so far this winter. Wrestling, we're going to have a full house this weekend. The girls basketball, they're going to come out in groves, and it'll be a rocking place at Gainbridge come next Saturday.
Paul, and March 26th is going to be here before you know it as well, Gainbridge Fieldhouse for the boys' state finals.
It is, and boy, what a wide open tournament.
Oh, man.
As I study those brackets and I look at who's still playing, and there are multiple teams in every class that have a legitimate shot to play at Gainbridge. And, I don't remember a year where I felt the tournament is more wide open than this upcoming year. And that means nothing more than we're going to have a great tournament. There's going to be a lot of excitement, a lot of games that people come out for and look forward to. And I think Hoosier hysteria is going to certainly show up in force as we march through the boys tournament.
Thanks for listening to the Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hey everyone, this is Taylor from John Jones Auto Group. We have some amazing deals this month at all of our GM service centers. This month, there are mail-in rebates on most all basic maintenance items, including batteries, engine air filters, cabin air filters, and brakes. So hurry in, the special ends February 28th. Call us at 1-800-473-5546 Or come see us at any of our 3 GM locations in Salem, Scottsburg, or Corydon.
At John Jones GM City, you see so many because they pay so little. This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello, and this is Jalen Orr over at John Jones in Salem, Indiana. We're going into February, and us here at John Jones have some sweetheart deals for you as customers. We've got over 75 trucks on the lot between our auto group, as well as many more new vehicles coming in from Chevrolet, Buick, and Cadillac. Also, feel free to check out our Chrysler inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com, where you can find several Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Fiat, among other models along our pre-owned category. Or give us a call at 877-473-5546.
At John Jones GM City, you see so many because they pay so little.
All right, welcome back to Spring Valley High School. We're here at halftime. Score 28-25. Blackhawks on top of the Musketeers after a three-quarter court shot by Springs Valley at the end of that first half. Guys, I don't know about you, but I think Coach Cribble probably feels pretty fortunate going in down 3. Should be tied right now, but as poorly as I thought we played on the defensive end that first half.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I thought they got, for the most part, what they wanted. They got to the rim. They allowed the Crews to get set up, knock down some outside shots. And, as I was saying earlier, why are we out there guarding anybody but him? They're 4 for 11 for a three-point line, and he's got all 4.
Yeah.
Nobody else has hit one, so... why are we out there guarding them? And when we come out there, we're allowing them to get the downhill drive on us that, we're having a tough time stopping.
Yeah, I mean, they're out rebounding us 21-14, and 9 of them are offensive rebounds. So, I'm not sure if it tells second chance points. So they got 6 second chance points. I mean, honestly?
Yeah, I would have thought it did more than that.
Yeah, so we're not getting hurt as bad as I thought we might have been on that, but still, we can't continue to do that second half. We have to rebound. And whether coach changes defensively, even if you go to zone, sometimes that's tougher to rebound out of.
Yes.
So, but, like Mike said, we're going to have to make them other guys prove they can shoot the basketball. So we'll see what Coach does here in the second half, as far as defensively. Offensively, keep going to the basket. I thought once we stopped settling for threes and started taking the ball to the basket, it was much better. So.
Mike, you want to run through those first half stats for our listeners before we get back going here?
Yeah, first for Springs Valley, they're led in scoring by Carter Cruz with 14. And then Dion Edwards with 8. And then Hamilton, Dixon, and Grimes with 2 apiece for a total of 28. For the Musketeers, they're led in scoring by Cade Jones with 12, Yancey Edlin with 9, and Caden Temple with 4 for a total of 25. Jacob Cherry held scoreless in the first half. We got to get him going here in the second half.
Yeah.
Musketeers were out rebounded 21-14, as Shane said, giving up 9 offensive rebounds. The one stat that's a positive for us is we had 5 blocks by Jacob Cherry. We've got to do a better job. We haven't hit a 3 yet, but like Shane said, as we continue to drive, that will open up here in the second half where we can get our feet under us, good looks. I thought early, Kate tried to force that outside shot. It was kind of like the Salem game. He did the same thing, and then he finally realized, hey, I can go to the rim and score.
Yeah.
So, I think this first 4 minutes here is going to be crucial for the Musketeers. Excuse me. We got to get some stops here early and get going.
Well, the Musketeers will go back with their starters to start this second half. Temple, Cherry, Caleb Jones, Cade Jones, and Yancey Edlin. Valley will do the same, but they're going to go with number 40, Childers. And their start, here's Cruz down the middle of the lane, dumps it down to Childers. He lays it off the glass, got it. Must be a secret weapon. 30-25 now. Early on here in the second half. Temple with it out top. Temple drives the middle, goes left side to Caleb Jones. Jones with it out top, now to Edlin. Yancey now dumps it down to Jacob Cherry. Cherry now going to go to work. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebounded out there by Dion Edwards. Edwards now brings it across. Goes to Grimes. Gets a screen by Childers. Should be an offensive foul. Off the glass. Got it by Grimes. Here's Cade. Cade. Cross court to Caleb. Caleb thought about a three. Not there. Now Yancey Edlin out top with it. He'll go skip it over to KT. Now goes down low to Jacob Cherry. Cherry turns. Back to Temple. Temple. Pull up 10-footer. Got it.
Nice little drive there by KT to the middle.
32-27, 6:40 to go here in the third quarter. Edwards, left side to Grimes. Grimes will let three go. Got it! 35-27, 8-point lead. Here's Jones, up with it, no good, but he'll be fouled by Childers to go to the line to shoot two.
And, you know, that's what we got to do is keep taking in the basket here. Down here on the defensive end, we just need to be more active, more alert. You know, it's just kind of we're steps slow.
Jones's first one is good. We'll have one more coming to him. Try to cut this back to a 6-point lead. 6:25 to go here in the third quarter. Cade eyes the second one. It's on the way and also good. 35-29. Edwards up ahead, picked off by Temple. Temple now on the drive from the left side. He'll back it back out. Go to Caleb Jones. Jones going to drive the middle. Back to Cade. Now out top to Yancey. Yancey shot fake. Little floater. No good. Gets his own rebound.
Loses it on the floor.
Put it on the floor and got stripped away from him.
Can't have empty possessions like that.
No. Not at point-blank range. Here's Cruz with it on the right side. Out top now. Goes left side to Grimes. Grimes gets the ball scrimmed. Childers down. He's going to drive it in. Flipped away from the back by Yancey Edlin. It'll stay with the Blackhawks.
Yancey likes to come around that backside and knock it out. He does that quite often.
Childers to trigger it in for the Blackhawks. He throws it up top to Edwards. Edwards dumps it down to Grimes. Grimes off the glass. Got it. Back to an 8-point lead. 5:38 to go here in the third. Temple inside to Cherry. Cherry cross court to Caleb Jones. Now Edlin. Edlin drives to the baseline. Skips it over to Cherry. Cherry's 15-footer. No good. Rebounded out of there by Edwards.
Gotta get stopped here.
Yep. Here's Grimes with it. Out top now. Drives it in. Step through. Lays it off the glass and got it. Yep, they're getting pretty much whatever they want. And you can see it in our kids' faces.
Yep.
Timeout, Coach Fribble. Looks like it's going to be a full timeout, so we'll step away here. Word from our sponsor. Be back to you. You're listening to Musketeer Basketball on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello, and this is Jalen Hoare over at John Jones in Salem, Indiana. Are you tired of winter? Well, we've got deals to warm you up. They are smoking. So come check out our inventory online. We've got over 630 used cars available between our auto groups. You can find all of that inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com or give us a call at 877-473-5546.
At John Jones GM City, you see so many because they pay so little.
Welcome back to Springs Valley High School. 39-29 the score here. Blackhawks on top of the Eastern Musketeers. Guys, we got to get something going here pretty quick here because they're getting whatever they want down here on the offensive end.
And the thing is down here, you know, we're not making them shoot jump shots.
No.
They're getting to the basket.
Yep.
So we're going to have to adjust, play off of them a little bit, do something different.
Musketeer basketball, 4:57 to go here in the third quarter. I not quite understand why we throw it back here when you had Caleb Jones standing wide open.
I know. Sometimes
it's flipped out of bounds. Stays with the Musketeers.
Turn around, Phil. There you go.
I guess he thought, well, he didn't throw it to me last time, so here's Caleb. Caleb now, left side to Yancey. Out top to Caden Temple. Temple spins in the middle, now to Cade. Cade Jones going to drive from the right side. Goes baseline, flips it over to Yancey. Yancey looks inside, nothing there. Now goes to Jacob Cherry, that rolls right between his legs. Cade Jones comes up with it. Taken right away from him. Now Temple. Here's Temple. Back to Caleb. Caleb's going to let three go. Got it! My goodness. What an ugly possession to get that.
Yeah. We needed that.
39-32 now. Here's Grimes. Thought about a three. Nothing there. He'll back it back out. He'll go back to Edwards out top. Edwards cross court to Childers. Childers now. Back to Edwards out top. Now to Grimes. Grimes slips through his hands out of bounds. Turnover. Back to the Musketeers.
One zone there. So got a turnover, but it was unforced. It was, to be honest with you. But let's see going forward what it does.
Here's Eli Guthrie. He checks in and replaces Jacob Cherry. Wouldn't be so frustrated, but it's kind of what we hang our hat on is our defense. Our defense makes offense for us, but we've just not done a very good job tonight, I don't think.
Yeah.
Here's Edlin with it. Now he's going to let three go. No good. Jones went flying out of bounds. Here comes Grimes. Grimes down the middle. Dumps it down. Out to Cruz. He'll let three go. Got it!
Can't let him open.
Nope.
Can't do it.
We're going to get a foul call on this end down here as Cade Jones drives to the basket.
You know, they do that a lot. They reach and grab.
Yeah.
And honestly, they really haven't been called about it a lot. So, you know, they can't really be complaining about it.
As Yancey sits down, Branson White checks in to replace him. KT to trigger it in, 10-point ball game. 42-32. Here's Cade Jones. Jones now down the middle. Lays it up with the left hand off the glass. No good.
You like to see him take an extra dribble and finish strong at the basket.
Childers cross court to Edwards. Now to Cruz. Cruz let three more go. No good. Offensive rebound by Childers. Up. Another offensive rebound. Now here's Edwards. Left side to Grimes. Grimes now. Two offensive rebounds. Here's Cruz. Over to Edwards. Ball's deflected away. They come back up with it. Here's Childers. Back to Cruz. Cruz is going to let about a 30-footer go, and he knocks it down. (45-32) now. 2.5. Here's Temple's three. Got it. Timeout. Coach Fribble. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. That brings the score to 45-35. With 2:25 to go here in the third quarter.
Don't think the zone's going to work.
Think we need to find Cruz? I mean, he's going to shoot it from the volleyball lines.
Yeah.
Mikey?
Well, it's frustrating because we've got hands-on basketballs and haven't come up with the 50-50 balls. I mean, the last 2 or 3 possessions, we should have come up with steals, and we're just getting outworked.
Yep.
You know, and I give props to KT. He's keeping it in it halfway in the game right now, right, with his offense. That, you know, they got the Childers kid in there, and he's just beating and banging on Cade. They're not calling it. I think if you're going to do that, isolate him and let him go where they have to call it, where it's more out in the open.
Because he can't stay in front of him.
No, not without fouling.
Yeah.
No.
So here we go. 2:25 to go in the third. 45-35. Blackhawks with a 10-point lead on the Musketeers. On the floor for the Blackhawks is Childers, Cruz, Grimes, Edwards, and Chaplin. Edwards now to Grimes. Back to Edwards. Back to Grimes. Grimes down the middle. Going to get called for a double dribble. I didn't see it, Shane.
He did.
Okay.
I seen it for once.
Well, Musketeer basketball, the chance to cut into this 10-point lead. We're right at 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Here's KT. Now Branson White for a three. No good.
I don't think that's a shot right there we needed at that time.
Now,
I mean, it's good if it goes in.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Edwards now. Back to Cruz. Cross court to Grimes. Grimes now back to Cruz. 1:40 to go here now in the third. Back to Grimes. Grimes, cross court to Cruz, tipped away, stolen. Here's Kate Jones from the left side, off the glass, and got it. 45-37.
it's nice to get another stop here and maybe cut it to, 5 or 6.
That's not the stop we were looking for. As we got caught sleeping there, Childers gets the ball down low and off the glass for 2 to make it back to a 10-point game. Here's a shot by Temple in the lane. He's fouled by Grimes and go to the line to shoot 2 with exactly a minute to go in the third.
I've been impressed with KT's ability to break them down and get to the rim.
Yeah, he's about the only one that's been able to really get to the rim whenever he wants to.
Yeah, he's done a good job, yeah.
Here's Temple's first one. It's good.
Again, some good athletic, guards he's going against.
Probably one of the most athletic teams we've played against this year, to be honest with you.
They're definitely up there.
Here's Temple's second. It's also good. So 47-39 with a minute to go here in the third. Edwards went for Springs Valley, up ahead to Childers. Childers now back to Edwards. Edwards holds on to it. We're down to 50 seconds. Edwards over to Grimes. Grimes on the left wing, drives the basket, steps through, lays it off the glass and got it.
He's done that 3 or 4 times.
Oh, yeah. Back to a 10-point game. Here's Temple. Temple to Branson. Back to Cade. Cade thought about a three, now going to drive it in, and he's going to be fouled by Childers. There you go, Mikey.
We need to do more of that.
Yeah.
Isolate him on one side or the other.
Here's Jacob Cherry set the check back in for the Musketeers. He'll replace Eli Guthrie. Ball out of bounds for the Musketeers. Caden Temple to trigger it in for us. 29.2 here in the third. Up ahead, 2. Ball stripped away. Here's Grimes on a breakaway. He goes up and jams it home. 51-39. Here's Cherry out to Branson. Now KT on the right-hand side. Looking in. Nothing there. Goes over to Caleb Jones. Caleb's three. Got it. 51-42, and that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. Score 51-42. Blackhawks on top of the Musketeers. We'll step away here, word from our sponsors, and be right back with you to bring you fourth quarter action. You're listening to WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
Yo, listen up. Papa John's is rolling out their New York-style pizza. The oversized pizza has 8 big foldable slices with just the right balance of crust and toppings. Order one today online, your Papa John's app, or call the Salem location at 812-883-3369. Each New York pizza is $13 for a one-topping pie and is available for purchase until March 13th. The New York-style pizza is a classic that reigns supreme, so we're excited to offer consumers this foldable crust favorite made with our fresh, never-frozen dough. Stop in and see our new store manager, Shelby Lehman, today about setting up a fundraiser for your nonprofit event. Also, they're still hiring drivers and inside help. Apply online at harry.com, the HARRI.com. Remember, hot, fresh pizza is just a phone call away, 812-883-3369.
Welcome back to Springs Valley High School. Start up fourth quarter action here. 51-42 is the score. Musketeers trailing the Blackhawks by 9. Guys, we talked about it while we was off on the break here. Got to get something going and going quick here. And Shane, you brought it up. The intensity's got to be cranked up here about 3 or 4 notches.
Oh, yeah. I mean, especially on the defensive side, we got to get stopped.
Musketeer basketball comes into KT. KT off to K. Jones. Jones will let 3 go. No good. Rebounded by Childers. Edwards off to Cruz. Cross court now to Grimes. Up ahead to Cruz. Out of bounds, and it's going to be Musketeer basketball as he lost the handle on the way up. Unfortunate right there.
Yeah.
Well, 7.5 minutes to go. Still a 9-point game. Musketeers need a bucket. Here's Jones off to Caleb. Caleb now with it out top. Now here's Jones. He'll let 3 go, and he got it. 51-45 now. 7:20 to go in the contest. Need a stop down here. Grimes loses a handle. It's going to be
Stays with them.
Stays with Blackhawks here.
Well, we got to watch. I mean, we're trying to double up here up top. We got to watch them lay. I mean, they've attacked us and got some layups off of that.
Here's Grimes looking. Throws it in the back court. Ball's tipped away, and Edwards comes up with it. Up ahead now to Cruz.
All right,
Cruz. Now to Dixon. We're going to get a blocking foul on Branson White. That'll send Dixon to the line to shoot 2.
You know, you like to see Branson just try to stay in front of him and go up straight. I mean, he really wasn't in position to try to take a charge.
Here's Yancey going to check back in after the first free throw here. Dixon at the line now to shoot 2 with exactly 7 minutes to go in the contest. He eyes the first one. It's on the way and no good. And by looking at that free throw, that's probably the guy we want at the line at the end of the game.
You know, thing, we only have 1 foul this half.
They've let us play.
They have.
When you're letting them go straight to the rim, we can't call nothing.
Dixon's second one is no good also. Here's Temple with the rebound. They're grabbing onto his jersey. No call there. Here's Jones. Jones lets 3 more go. No good. And we're going to have a foul on, I believe, Springs Valley.
That might be something, you know, fouling was it Dixon?
No, it was on Childers.
No, down here shooting the free throw.
Oh, yeah, Dixon. Yeah.
I mean, what they used to call the shack?
Hack-a-shack,
yeah. I mean, we only have 1 foul.
Here's the ball. Comes in to K. Jones. Jones down the middle. Pulls up. Blocked away. Caleb Jones comes up with it. Now back to Cade. Cade on the left side now. He's going to drive baseline. Kicks it over to Jacob Cherry. Cherry back to Edlin. Edlin looking for a seam to drive there. Nothing there. Now goes to Jacob. Jacob Smith off the glass and got it.
There you go. He didn't hesitate that time.
You're right. Down to a 4-point lead. 51-47. 6.5 to go. I don't know if these guys can play slow. You know, they haven't played slow all night. Here's Cruz. Cross court. Grimes goes up and gets it. We're going to have a timeout by Springs Valley, and it'll be a 30-second timeout. Scores 51-47 with 6:10 to go in the contest.
Full timeout.
Full timeout? All right. Well, we'll keep it here. Mikey, give you a chance to talk while you get your hands off that mouth.
Well, if we're going to track, we got to rotate better. We can't give up the easy one, but I'm like you guys. I mean, at this point, you got 1 foul. You ain't going to give up an easy one. Foul.
Yeah.
See what they can do at the line. Down here, I think you got to go through, if they're going to put the physical boy Childers on Cherry, he's quicker than him. That's like he did last time. We got to continue to go through him. Cade settled right there the last time and got blocked. He's got to feel him on his shoulder, keep going to the left, and go on in and get fouled. But a lot better intensity to start this quarter, but we just keep digging it. We fight back, and then we lose that again.
Yeah.
When we get there, we got to get over the hump.
Do you think we changed defenses here?
I think this possession, because they're working on something in this timeout against our trap, this possession, I think you go different, and then you go back to whatever you want to, but kind of mix it up for what they're coming out thinking we're trapping, so you go maybe man-to-man or whatever. But, you know, they taken, you know, they went back to their starters now, so we'll see what happens here.
And there we go. Chaplin sets the trigger in for the Blackhawks. He'll get it into Grimes. Grimes at top of the key. Looking for Edwards. He'll get it off to Edwards. Now goes down to Cruz on the baseline. Back to Grimes. Grimes to the basket. Blocked away by Jacobs. Off to KT. Up ahead to Yancey on the right side. Yancey looking. Gets it inside to Cherry. Cherry now. Back to K. Jones. Jones in a little trouble. Now he'll spin out of it. Cross court to Yancey. Yancey thought about a three. No. Now Caleb Jones will let three go. No good. Go get it. Ball spot for Yancey. Edlund comes up with it. Yancey drives to the basket. Up the glass and got it.
Yancey was really active on this last play, but he may be hurt.
He's up. I don't like the foul there. I don't like the foul when he got past his guy.
Yeah.
The push in the back. I don't care for that.
No. I mean, he's defensive. Yeah, you're beat on the defensive side, and then you're defensive. You know what I'm trying to say. And what are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
Defenseless.
Yes.
That's what I was trying to say.
There you go.
So, you know.
Well, Eli's come in to replace Yancey to shoot this.
We just hope he's all right.
Yeah.
Not even for this game, just going forward.
As well as he's played tonight, I mean, it's a huge loss to us right now, especially, you know, in the 5.5 minutes to go. He's been a key of this comeback.
Well, here's Eli at the free throw line. He'll try to complete this three-point play here with one free throw and cut this down to a one-point game. Free throw is up and good. 51-50 now.
Did Yancey get that?
I know he does. 5:30 to go in the game. 1-point contest. Here's Edwards with it. Now to Cruz. Cruz, baseline to Edwards. Edwards dials in. 15-footer. No good. Rebounded out of there by Kate Jones. Jones is on the move. It splits away. Oh, my. He's out of bounds bad. Out of bounds bad. Oh. Well, we had a bird's eye view of that angle. He was laying on the sideline right here.
I think they swallowed the whistle there.
I don't think any of the three know what's going on right now.
But they get the timeout.
Well, you know, last minute here, I mean, you had Yancey get fouled, pushed in the back. You know, this situation right here where he's out of bounds.
Well, Mikey, still a lot of the same here for Coach Pribble.
Oh, you got to stay with what's working for you. I think, you know, a little bit of pressure swung to them right now as they're trying not to lose this lead. And they tightened up a little bit. We've thrown a little bit of kink into things with our trap as they don't seem to be a great ball handling team. Down here, I think you really got to go high-low. I mean, if we're going bigs, I mean, make them guard us. I don't think, you know, 50's going to have to go to Eli. So now you got Cherry with a one-on-one with a smaller guy on him and let him go to work.
If your coach down there, Coach Pribble, you tell Cherry, get the ball and go.
Yeah.
Quit hesitating. Well, I mean, and you got to be able to, like, say, if you go hard and they cut you off, you got to be able to go to a different move, step through something.
Or you got somebody opposite of it.
Kick it out, yeah. But it can't be slow.
Well, if I'm Jacob Cherry, their cheer block's been yelling overrated.
Yep.
I make a point right now that I'm not overrated.
You're exactly right.
Chaplin to inbound it. He'll get it into Cruz. Cruz now looking. Gets it over to Edwards. Edwards.
And we got to know where Cruz is right here now, too.
There's Cruz now. Over to Chaplin. He'll let three go, and he got it. That's a big shot by that boy. Here's Caleb. Out top to Jones. Off to Temple. Temple now. Goes to the basket. Kicks it over to Cade Jones for three. No good. Rebounded out there by Chaplin. 54-50 with 4.5 minutes to go in the contest. Cruz to Dixon. Now Grimes. Grimes on the left wing. Step through. Cross court now to Cruz. Back out top to Edwards. Back to Cruz. High post to Dixon. Dixon turns. Goes off the glass, and they're going to call Jacob Cherry for a foul. He didn't even jump. He just, he blocked it and he didn't even jump. As Branson White set to come in after the first free throw from Dixon.
We'll see what he does this time at the line.
Dixon, free throw, and he rolls it in.
Rolled it, because it rolled over the front of the rim.
The thing I see with his shot is it's flat, so you don't give himself much an opportunity to go in.
Dixon's second one is good. 6-point game now. 4:15 to go. Cade Jones. Jones to the basket. Up. No good. Rebounded out of there by Dixon. It'll be a foul. Cade Jones.
And Cade shot that with his right hand. You like for him to shoot it with that left hand. Failed to go up strong with it, maybe draw a foul.
Well, you can see how the momentum swung without Yancey out here.
Yep. Ball comes into Cruz. 6-point game. Back to Chaplin. Now Edwards. Edwards up to Cruz. Gets it across the timeline. He double dribbled.
That's what I was going to say.
Up ahead to Chaplin. He recovers it. Now Grimes.
Double.
Over to Dixon. We're going to have a timeout by Springs Valley. It'll be a 30-second
They got the
timeout.
blinders on right now, fellas, especially down on more on defense.
So pretty important possession here, I feel like, coming up defensively for the Musketeers with just under 4 minutes to go in the game. As we're down 6, 56-50. Nancy Edlin just walks out of the locker room, so that's good to see.
Oh, yeah. That's, no matter, we want to win this ball game, but you're glad to see him walk out.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
I think
for now and for baseball.
I think at this point, you got to set him.
Sure, you don't want it.
There's bigger picture ahead than, playing over here and winning this ball game. This means nothing to us.
Right. I mean,
I'm going to disagree with you.
You want to win, but you would put him in?
If he asks Yancey will tell him if he's okay to go or not.
Yancey's going to tell him he wants to go in.
Then let him play.
His foot's dragging. You know that.
He's good. He's running across the court right now. He's ready to go. I'd say put him in, let him play. Here's Springs Valley basketball. 3:52. Cruz now on the right wing. Cruz with it. Valley going to be patient here. It's going to be layups and free throws. Yep. There's a dump down off the glass and got it. See, we got stuffed out too much right there.
I think we need to go man.
Temple to Branson. Branson back to Temple. Now Caleb Jones on the left wing. Caleb will dribble back out top, looking for Jones on the back cut. Branson White on the baseline. Inside to Cherry. Cherry spins. Back to Temple. Temple shot fake. Now Branson. Got to make better passes out of there.
Yeah, he was wide open.
Can't throw it at their feet. Let's go now. Back to Temple.
How is Dixon holding Cade? I mean, that's a bear hug.
Now Caleb to Temple. Now inside to Jacob. Jacob spins. Jump shot. Got it.
Like I said, I think we need to go to man here.
Well, we're under 3 now.
Yeah.
Down 6. Here's Edwards. Edwards.
That'll be 5 seconds.
Now we're going to get a foul. KT, that'll be team's 4th.
I'm like you, Mikey. They struggle a little bit with handling the ball. As long as we stay in front of them and be able to put pressure on them, we might.
They called that on 35, or any of the 35 on the court out there, but we'll take it. So Cruz gets it. They're going to get a foul on Jacob Cherry. So 2:36 to go in the game. That's Jacob's third. Team's fifth. Chaplin to trigger it in for the Blackhawks. He'll throw it in the backcourt. Edwards comes up with it. Gets it over to Grimes. Grimes finally gets it across half court. Goes to the basket. Step through. Shots blocked away.
Go get the basketball.
Caleb Jones
Watch
now.
it.
There's nobody talking. Ball split from behind. Springs Valley. Now here's Chaplin. He'll let three more go, and he got it again. 61-52 with 2 minutes to go. Here's Temple. He's going to be fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot two with 1:57 to go in the contest.
You got, to me, he should have gave that up a little bit quicker to Cade. I mean, and you got to know your surroundings. I understand. The other guys need to let him know, too.
Yeah.
He's coming up behind him, but that was a big possession there.
Yancey set the check back in after the first free throws. KT steps the line to shoot two. The first one's on the way and good. 61-53. Yancey will check in and replace Jacob Cherry. KT, the second one, it's also good.
You know, we're still not out of it. You know, we get a stop here. You know, we're force a turnover.
Cruz up the sideline. He'll be fouled by Caleb Jones. That'll be the 16th foul on the Musketeers. Both teams in the bonus from here on out. As Childers, and he's knocked down a couple big ones now.
He has, hasn't he?
He's knocked down two big ones from the corner over there.
Got a nice looking shot.
Yes, he does. Valley basketball now. 7-point ball game. Grimes with it out top. Now to Cruz. Cruz, cross court to Edwards. Edwards now going to get a foul on Yancey Edlin that will send Deion Edwards to the line with a 1-and-1.
Now it comes down to free throws.
Yep.
If they knock them down, it's going to be tough.
So Edwards with the 1-and-1. Childers set to check in after this free throw here. His first one's up, no good. Rebounded out of there by KT. KT splits defenders, drives to the basket. Cross court to Yancey. Yancey will let three go, no good. Rebounded by Edwards, and he's going to be fouled by Cade Jones, and they'll send Edwards back to the line for another 1-and-1. It's a good look. It's a good look, and we ain't got time to be moving the ball around here.
No.
Down 3 possessions.
I'd say coach would take that every time in this situation with Yancey, you know, getting a wide open shot.
Chaplin will sit down. Childers checks in to replace him. Coach got to be pretty pleased with him out of him tonight. Here's Edwards, free throw. It's up and good. That makes it an 8-point game. Edwards eyes the second one. It's up and also good. 9-point ball game, 63-54, 120 to go in the contest. Here's Temple now. Out to Cade Jones for a long three, short. Rebounded by Temple. Back to Jones again. He'll let another one go. He got it. 6-point game, down to a minute 6.
It's a warning.
Chaplin will replace Childers now. Why not?
Pretty smart move by Yancey right there.
Yeah, because they were letting the ball. They let the ball roll all the way down the thing there.
There's Chaplin inbounded with 1:06 to go. Musketeers down 6. Chaplin looking. He'll get it into Cruz. Tipped away by Temple, and it's going to stay with the Blackhawks. Chaplin inbounded one more time for the Blackhawks. Looking, gets it into Edwards. Edwards gets it across the timeline. He'll be fouled, and that's going to send him back to the line again to shoot another 1-on-1. As Childers set the check back in after. So he'll replace Chapman again with exactly a minute to go in the contest. Need some missed free throws here now, Shane.
Yes, we do.
Edwards steps to the line. He'll eye the free throw. It's on the way and good. 64.
You know, that's for a freshman, step up, hit some big free throws there. He's an impressive player.
He's a nice player. 64-57 now. Edwards with one more coming to him. Try to make this an 8-point game again. Second one's up and also good. 65-57. Temple with it now. Goes to Yancey Edlin, the high post, hand off to Cade Jones. Jones over to Caleb. Now Branson, back to Caleb. Now here's Cade Jones. Jones in from the left side, lays it up, no good, but he'll be fouled and go to the line to shoot two.
You do. I mean, he'd probably say that himself too.
Yep.
Easy layup there.
I think you got to foul somebody besides Edwards.
Yeah.
He's hit 4 straight now.
Jones at the line now to shoot two. First one is in the air and no good. Cade with one more. Second one is good. 65-58. 45 seconds to go. Chaplin gets it into Edwards. Edwards up ahead now to Dixon. Dixon, what are we waiting on?
Got to foul him.
Now back to Chaplin. I'm not really quite sure why we let that much time run off the clock before we decide we're going to foul somebody.
I understand you want to get a steal, but sometimes the time.
Yeah, you're down by possession.
Yeah, you got to foul right away.
Let's send Chaplin to the line. He'll shoot two now that Springs Valley's in the double bonus. He eyes the first one, and it's good. Chaplin with a chance to make this a 9-point game with 34 seconds left. Second free throw is up and also good. It's going to be tough now, and I tell you what, this is a big win for Springs Valley here now.
Sure it is. I mean,
that's a big win. Here's Temple to Jones. Jones pulls up for a three, no good. Rebound Branson White, back to Temple. He'll let three go, no good again. Here's Caleb Jones out of bounds over to Springs Valley with 20.6 left in the ball game.
You know, guys, I mean, we've had streaks where we've played well in this game, but not the whole game.
No.
You know, if we play well the whole game, we probably win the ball game.
Yeah.
But you got to give credit to Springs Valley, too, on that.
Ball comes into Grimes. Grimes now going to be fouled by Yancey with 15.6 to go. 67-58.
You know, this Springs Valley team's going to be a tough out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, got some good guards, got some shooters, physical. You know, they rebound the ball.
So Grimes going to step up to the line here to shoot two. Grimes' first one is good. 10-point game. Childers checks in, replace Chaplin. Second one by Grimes is also good. That makes it an 11-point game with 15.6 to go. Here's Temple. Back to Branson. Now Cade. Shot fake. Pulls up for three. No good. Rebounded by Edwards. Off the Cruz, and that'll be the ball game. It's 2-1, and that's it. Final score for Springs Valley tonight. The Blackhawks knock off the Eastern Musketeers 69-58. We'll step away here, word from our sponsors. Be back to you in just a moment to give you final thoughts and stats from Mikey and Shane. You're listening to Musketeer Basketball on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
Commissioner Neidig, can I have a quick word?
Of course, Governor. What can I do for you?
Well, I just want to say thank you.
For what, sir?
For your service.
Well, Governor, you're welcome. And you know that I'm incredibly passionate about what we do at the IHSAA.
Oh, I do, and I share your passion. Without the IHSAA, we'd be without something incredibly important to our state's culture and to me, the boys and girls basketball state tournaments.
Without Hoosier hysteria, Indiana just wouldn't be Indiana, would it?
You're absolutely right, it wouldn't. And after all these years, I still can't seem to prepare myself for the excitement of the tournament.
Governor, the only way you could prepare for Hoosier hysteria is by getting your ticket.
Oh, you know I'll be the first in line.
Nobody does basketball like Indiana. This is high school basketball. This is Indiana. This is your IHSAA.
Hey, Carrie, you know how we like to say that high school sports are the purest form of amateur sports?
Pure spirit, pure sport. That's Indiana High School Athletics.
Well, I learned something the other day that further proves that.
I'm interested. Tell me more, Chris.
Well, we all know what amateur means, but do you know the root of its meaning? It means for the love of.
Wow, you're right. That really does reinforce the idea that high school sports are the purest form of sport.
Dan, I'm IHSA Assistant Commissioner Chris Kaufman.
And I'm Assistant Commissioner Carrie Rosati.
If you want to watch sports in their purest form, get a ticket and go support your high school sports teams.
Everyone there, from the players and coaches to the fans and officials, they are there simply for the love of the game.
Pure spirit.
Pure sport.
This is pure spirit. This is pure sport. This is your IHSAA.
It's so good to have high school sports fans back in the stands this year, isn't it? I couldn't agree more. We've missed their cheers, their energy, their spirit, and their support. When you buy a ticket to high school athletic events, you're not only supporting your school's athletic department, you're also supporting your school's second classroom. That's because the courts, the gym, and the pool are where student athletes learn valuable life lessons that will guide them the rest of their lives. From teamwork and time management to responsibility and respect, I'm Brian Lewis, a proud Jasper Wildcat. And I'm Robert Falcon, a South Bend LaSalle Lion. We're both assistant commissioners of the Indiana High School Athletic Association. We're also both educators, so we know firsthand that high school sports aren't just about winning and losing. They're about learning and growing, too. So, buy a ticket to your high school's athletic events and support the education of teens in your community.
This is supporting your school. This is supporting your community. This is your IHSAA.
It's hard.
All right, welcome back here to Springs Valley postgame. Final score here: the Musketeers fall to the Springs Valley Blackhawks here tonight, 69-58. Guys, I don't know. Sum it up. I just don't. To be quite honest with you, I didn't think we were real good tonight, especially on the defensive end. We pretty much they got whatever they wanted, I thought, going to the basket, and kudos to them. I thought they did a real good job of spreading us out and allowing us to take us off the bounce there. But you know, effort-wise, I just didn't think it was there on the defensive end tonight.
No, not tonight. It wasn't. You know, they got whatever they wanted, and we wasn't very disciplined. We let them get to the middle of the floor, and when you let teams like that get to the middle of the floor, and you know did a good job. I mean, they were tough to stop tonight, and so plus, you know, their freshmen had double-double. You know, that's impressive, and you know, but you know they out-rebounded us 32-24. So, and you know,
I looked at points off turnovers. They had 17 to our 8 points off turnovers.
And 11 of them was the second half. But they only had 6 the first half.
Yeah.
So they turned it up a little bit on that second half. And
well, guys, Mikey, what's your thoughts on it?
Well, I think, you know, you guys talked about some key things with the defense and stuff like that, but, you know, Grimes had 2 points at the half, and he ends up with 17 for the game. I mean, that's 15 points. He just took over in the third quarter and got what he wanted, and we didn't do a very good job on him. You know, we did, I thought, a better job of blocking out, but we just let them, you know, get too easy a shots, you know, and I said it earlier, you know, I think it just absolutely killed our momentum when Yancey went out, you know, and, you know, he was playing so well, and, you know, you could see him struggling there, laboring through the last couple of minutes when he came back in, but, you know, it comes down to I didn't think shoot the ball very well from the perimeter. We struggled with that. You know, I think it's a toll of, you know, 4 games in 8 days, basically. I think our legs are gone. We've been on the road a lot here lately. You know, so we'll see what happens. You know, like I said, this game is just another game for us, and, you know, we got to start looking at the bigger picture.
I think that's why it's big for us that we've got that game on Friday night for sectional.
Yeah.
I mean, we play Friday, and hopefully we come out, play well, fix a few things, play better, but gives us that break, a week's break, to get our legs back underneath of us.
And the one stat I'll mention here, guys, and I think it holds true, is we were 5 for 22 from the three-point line. Yeah. I mean, I thought we at times settled an awful lot there, and you know they wasn't falling like they typically do for Cade and you know Cade being the main one that shoots threes, but you know as a whole as a team, the shots weren't falling from the outside. Mike, if you want to run through these stats before Coach gets out here, and then we'll get him on here and chat with him, and then get it sent back to the station.
Yeah, for Springs Valley, they were led in scoring with Carter Cruz with 20, Grimes with 17, Edwards with 12, and Chaplin with 10. And, you know, crucial, 8 points in the last 4 minutes of the ball game. And then also Hamilton with 2, and Dixon with 6, Childers with 2, for a total of 69. They were, for the game, 50% from inside the three-point line, 53% from the three-point line, and they were 77% from the free throw line. For the Musketeers, they were led in scoring by Cade Jones, 21, Caden Temples, 13, and Yancey Edlins, 11. Caleb Jones with 8, Jacob Cherry with 4, and Eli Guthrie with 1, for a total of 58. They shot 42.3% from inside the three-point line, a dismal 22.7% from the three-point line, and they were 75% from the free throw line. The Musketeers were out-rebounded 32-24, giving up 10 offensive rebounds. Musketeers turned it over 10 times to Springs Valley's 12 times.
And that pretty much...
Yeah. And you could pick a stat.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just more than one with the rebound. I mean, they shot well from the three-point line. Well, we didn't, and you can about pick what you want.
I'm going to tell you how frustrated and upset with the performance of how things was tonight is, as we know, Coach Fribble's normally up here within 5 minutes after the game, and you know, he has yet to come out of the locker room, so you know he is addressing some things that he wants corrected quickly before Friday night.
Yeah, I made the comment while we was off the air there on commercial break, guys. We got some stuff to figure out here in the next week and a half, and we need that week. We need that week between this Friday night and next Friday night before we go into sectional play.
think a lot of it is intensity. When we played hard and intense, we came back. I think twice we got it within 4, something like that. So that might have something to do with being tired too. But at the same time, you gotta every game you gotta come out and step it up and play hard.
Well, we got Coach Cribble here. He'll step on here and have a chat with us here. We do appreciate him coming out, spending some time with us. Coach, thanks for stopping by and chatting with us. Tough loss here tonight. Talk a little bit about your team's effort tonight. We as me, Mikey, and Shane talked about it. We felt like as a whole, just in the first half there, we didn't bring the same intensity we brought here in the past. Rebounding, give up too many offensive rebounds defensively. We let them get in the lane too easy. Too many easy shots. We lost Cruz there a couple times in the first half, but for the most part, I just don't think that was our best effort tonight.
No, absolutely not. It's frustrating. We drive an hour over here to what feels like almost waste our time. We didn't defend well. It felt like they were either getting a wide open 3 or a layup every possession. Our help in the gaps weren't very good, so they were getting downhill anytime they wanted. I felt like offensively we were kind of getting downhill when we wanted to, but their athleticism at the rim kind of bothered us. When we kicked it out, we're 5 of 22 from 3, which is not very good. I just felt like we were sped up offensively. Now, I think some of that is on me. We wanted to take the pressure that they had, and we wanted to attack it. So I wanted us to get downhill and be aggressive and play fast. But I also feel like our guys obviously know that doesn't mean we do anything different defensively. But tonight we did do things different defensively. We struggled to keep the basketball in front of us. When we changed our defenses, guys wouldn't communicate and get each other on the same page. So then we have 4 guys running one defense and another guy running a different defense. So then you get guys that are open. It was frustrating from a coaching standpoint. It felt like it didn't matter what we were doing on the side to change things. It stayed the same for our guys. They just kind of kept it in Cruz. And I talked to him just now about how many good teams have we beaten. You can look at our record and say it's whatever it is, but how many good teams have we beaten? And you can put that as like above 500 teams. Silver Creek's not above 500. That's not one of them. We lose to Brownstown. We lose to Gordon. We lose to those teams that we're just not over that hump yet of being able to battle and get it done, which is frustrating. To alleviate a lot of that pressure, we should throw it inside. But we didn't get anything out of that, whether it was our post guy scoring or making an aggressive move, or whether that meant we got something out of the kick out. We just didn't get anything out of that at all tonight. And when we're not getting anything out of that, we're going to struggle to score. We're going to have to shoot some more contested shots, and we're going to get sped up, it feels like, because we're scrambling and not getting what we're looking for.
Well, I thought that, Coach, the one decent run where we kind of had them on their heels there and sped them up there is about the time Yancey went down. And that was kind of a big point in the ball game there. Mikey talked about it. Glad to see him up and moving, back out, got in the game there. And Mikey said he didn't think he put him back in. I said, if he asked him, he's ready to go. I say put him in, let him play. But
that's why I told him to jog over. I had him jog to the opposite block and back just to see if he could actually do it. But he's kind of hard-headed, so I was going to give him that opportunity and let him finish it, I guess. But we get that and one. It cuts it 51-50, and then the way we had to sub, we ended up with 2 bigs on the floor, and it was not ideal, but we got by with it for a possession or so, and then we switched and put Branson back in there. But that next possession, it felt like we gave up a 3. I don't know if it was the very next one or very soon after. But it was
Chaplin hit 2 big ones down here in the corner on us.
Yes.
And,
yes. Well, and you look at it, Cruz is 6 for 10 from 3. Chaplin 2 for 4. So it's like their best shooters shot at 8 for 14. That's pretty solid percentages from 3. And that is what they needed to do to beat us. But we also haven't really mentioned the fact that Connor Chase, their best player, didn't play. Or not Connor Chase. Last name's Chase.
Yeah.
He didn't play, and he's a stud.
Well, I know it's frustrating, but I kind of felt like from even the start of the game that we wasn't ready for their athletic ability. I mean, we kind of was going through the motions and wasn't ready for the pace they wanted to play and how they attacked us, and it took us a little bit to adjust to that. You know, I kind of goes back to the Salem game as well. As it took us a while to understand we could get downhill. We settled early because we didn't like how they were pressuring us. You know, but I want to bring a bright spot up and talk about him a little bit, as I thought KT played an exceptional well game tonight, you know, especially on the offensive end. He's starting to figure things out, and, you know, just, you know, we got to get that consistency score out of the post, and you didn't have it tonight.
Yeah, you know, we look at our scoring distribution. You got Cade with 21, now on a lot of shot attempts, but KT had 13, Yancey had 11. I mean, and then Caleb had 8. That's kind of what we're looking for, so that was good. The only problem was it felt like when we got downhill, you know, I have a few memories here of Cade doing it, but he would get downhill and think that he could just finish above guys, which is what he typically does and what he will be able to do for the rest of maybe our season. You know, for the next 2-3 games, whatever it might be. Hopefully more than that. But, you know, it needed to be a kick out tonight because of those guys and their athleticism. So, you know, the guys who usually make us go are Cade and Jacob, and we kind of struggled to get them going. You know, Cade, again, had 21, but that wasn't really, I don't think, his best game. He had I think, quiet 21 for his shot attempts.
Yeah, I agree. Well, you know, talk about, you know, and I'm not making excuses by no means, and I know you won't either, but, you know, 4th game in 8 days, they're a little bit tired. You know, then you travel to Elizabeth Friday night. Next week's break is going to be well welcome, I believe, you know, as you prepare for Perry Central to kind of get a little bit of rest and kind of focus on what you need to get better at.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to, you know, we're going to have to take that time, watch a lot of film, make sure we're prepared for the things that Perry could do. I think that they're a team who, you know, they do a lot of different things. They switch their stuff, switch man-to-man. They go 3-2 zone. Sometimes I've seen them go box and one. So we've got to make sure that we are mentally prepared for all those different situations. So that way, you know, when we get out there on the floor, it doesn't seem like it's a shock. You know, and again, it's a lot of credit to Springs Valley and their athleticism. The things that some of those guards for them were able to do made it very difficult on us. So credit to them and Coach Bowles. He's doing a great job here.
Well, Coach, Friday night, be back at it again, get a couple of days of practice here, but we do appreciate you stopping by and chatting with us. I know it's not back to the drawing board, but a lot of work to do between here and next Friday. But, again, we know you'll be working at it. The kids will work at it, and we look forward to seeing you Friday night.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Coach. It's Coach Pribble, head coach of the Eastern Musketeers. We appreciate him stopping by and chatting with us as we're going to get ready to send this thing back to the station here.
Yep, I'm good.
Again, final score from Springs Valley tonight. Musketeers fall in defeat to them 69-58. And for Mikey and Wes, we'll see you Friday night down in Elizabeth as the Musketeers go to South Central for our last regular season game. And you've been listening to Musketeer Basketball on WSLM, and I say God bless and good night.